Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Mind Your Health podcast. This is Dr. Connie, and I hope you guys all had a great 4th of July. I know we had a holiday here in the States. For those of you who are watching us from other places other than the United States. So I hope you guys all had a safe and very, very, very great time with your family. And today I want to talk to you guys about sometimes being okay with not being okay. Because a lot of the times as I reflect back on my health, I really think about how at times where things were easy and health became an easy pursuit, then it's so much easier for me to fall in the trap of thinking that my health is an entitlement. I forget how hard I have to work at my health until I really get sick and down under from autoimmunity. And I'm no stranger to being subject to really debilitating pains and fatigue and weakness and all the things and all the side effects from the medications and the fear that consumes you. It's quite another matter. And I remember thinking, how can I get out of feeling the way I do? We're always thinking and seeking for answers to feel better. And we often think feeling bad is not the best way. And too often in the pursuit of health and wellness, when we go through autoimmune flares, we tend to get anxious and frustrated with not being okay. At least I do. And if it doesn't happen fast enough, I'm not so good about really feeling crappy in the moment and allowing myself that grace. I fight against what is so much so that sometimes it works against me, causing more stress in my life and therefore having a negative impact in my health and everything else. But let's remember what drives our physical health and all the manifestations and symptoms that arrive or that appear are typically physical symptoms that you and I really get inconvenienced over. But let's not forget, underneath the root of our physical manifestations of imbalances, it's really our mental and emotional health that drives us to have and create physical illness. And I keep thinking about this. So I really want you to really stop and let you know that sometimes when we feel sucky, sometimes when we feel really sick and down and under, sometimes when we do feel flares, sometimes it's okay to take a long, deep breath and just be in the present moment with what is. Because life is full of ups and downs, and we think that the more we can avoid feeling the bad feelings, especially the negative ones, we think we can cut through the chase and go through whatever we need to do to really minimize the time of being miserable. But really, it reminds us to have humility. It reminds us yet there again that we tend to have these ups and down moments and that it's important to remember and be present with what is and really recognizing with curiosity what might be an imbalance within, both mentally, emotionally, to affect our physical health in this way. So much easier for us to seek outside of ourselves for answers, but I really want to encourage you to look within to figure out what was the driving force behind the flares and what lessons can I learn from my flares. And oftentimes I will tell you there is no black and white cause and effect because our bodies are so much more complex than black and white. 1 + 1 = 2. It's a lot of the times, lots of multiple variant equations, algebra, trigonometry, and all the mathematical calculus equations come to play. And we have to systematically understand what went wrong. And it's hard for us to chase the tail of one single thing that might have done it And so if you're looking for a magic pill, magic supplement, or a magic diet, you're looking the wrong way. You're approaching this in a whole, it's a very failed approach to our not so simplified root cause to our illness. So I want you to really remember that. And when things are not okay, it's also an opportunity, like I said, to recognize that we have to cut ourselves some slack and surrender and trust that your body is doing exactly what it needs to do. And sometimes for me, it was exactly what I needed to get the lesson to say, hey, Connie, you're pushing too hard. You have to cut back. Pay attention to this body of yours and let's let it heal. And let's just be in the moment, take deep breaths, and really love what is and be present in the moment with what it is that you're dealing with, all the imbalances, and then sit with that long enough for me to really feel the aftermath of what's going on within me, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. And that's the only way through is the healing process, right? Because really, if you refuse to feel whatever it is in your body, then you can't heal what you can't feel. You can't repress and really swallow deep what's there in order for you to heal from it. In order for you to heal from it, you have to bring it to the surface and really recognize what's there so that you can decide what you want to keep and what you don't. So I really wanted to just really on this Tuesday come in here for a little short podcast episode to really make sure you understand that sometimes when you have debilitating pain, which I recently went through a severe flare after COVID vaccination. And really, while I say COVID vaccination, it was like the monster that woke up a lot of the cytokine storm within my body to really exert a lot of stress in my body enough to make it super hard for me to really feel like myself again. So I struggled for a couple of months, I would say. And for me, I really needed to learn to sit with the discomfort. I didn't like it. Didn't mean I did. It didn't mean that I had to like it, but I didn't like it. And whatever I didn't like, despite the fact that I didn't like it, I just sat with what was and accepted what was and chose to feel whatever I needed to feel so that I can heal from those things physically, mentally, and emotionally. Only then I was able to elevate my spirituality, my spiritual health enough to really have a expanded consciousness to learn what I needed. And even now, I feel like it allows me to be a lot more authentic when I'm talking to you to really figure out what it is that you need, because it's not sometimes in theoretical knowledge, although that's what we want to understand. We want to get away from all the woo-woo-wee intangible things. And me with an analytical mind, I always go for evidence-based scientific information. What I will tell you, what's underneath the surface, the driving force that's unseen and intangible, like our minds and our emotions and the impact that has in our physiology, is not something that we can measure. So the next time you feel negative, the next time you feel positive, whatever you may be feeling, just recognize it for what it is and choose to feel instead of repressing, ignoring. Because really at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen to you is a feeling. And feelings aren't all that bad for us. It's an opportunity for us to learn from and to evolve from, to grow from. So always remember, there's always a hidden lesson in everything that happens in our lives. So really with that, you always have a choice to really, really sit with what is. And really, STD is the way to go. And it's the way of life that I teach in the autoimmune health transformation. STD stands for surrender, trust, and don't doubt, right? Surrender, trust that your body is always healing, and don't doubt your body's miraculous ability to heal. And if you can't increase the vibration enough, if you can't believe enough that you are healing as opposed to, I hope I heal, because there's a discrepancy, right? Your body already knows when I say, I hope I'm healing, that means I am sick right now. I'm not there. And so my subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between that and what it is, right? So I always want to be doing positive affirmations and speak to my subconscious in that way to say, I am healing. It's such a more powerful way to think about it, to feed your mind enough vibration, positive vibration, to believe in stepping into our power to create that vibrational frequency that aligns with our breath, to have a mental, emotional, and physiological alignment that we need to ultimately heal from the inside out. And I know if you're watching this and if you've been following me, there's a lot of resonance to what I'm saying. Because no matter what you do, whatever supplements or the diet, no matter how clean you eat, if you don't fix the context for the content, then you'll never have the complete picture. So ask yourselves, how's your mental and emotional health with everybody around you? How's your health or your relationship with yourself, as well as with your loved ones, with your health, as well as with your finances? These are the common human experience that we all have stressors in. And so I want you to really have a bigger picture and understand that every single thing in your life matters, and it adds to the stressors in your life. And really, stress is a culprit to our autoimmunity. And remember, I believe autoimmunity is an opportunity for transformation, positive transformation, not negative. But most of us, without even realizing, fall prey to having this disempowered victim mentality. And believe me, I was trapped in that cycle for so long, perpetuating my sickness. If that's you, you know that our autoimmune health transformation program is open. I'm going to make sure that you guys have the link here to get on a discovery call to see if you're the right fit for the program, as well as to see if this is the right fit for you. And so please go ahead, because the cart will be closing this Friday. We've extended it because of July the 4th. It's an opportunity for you to get in, rethink your relationship with your health. And really, I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as our podcast here, Mind Your Podcast. It's on Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere the podcasts are offered. You can easily find me there to subscribe. Even better yet, if you can leave me a review, I would really appreciate it. And it really helps us with our algorithm and to spread the positive word and empowerment for all those in need that live with autoimmunity, so we can end all unnecessary suffering once and for all. The more we can heal together and build a community around empowerment, self-empowered healers, the more we can create a better place in this world. So with that being said, I hope you guys had a great week or weekend and have a great week going forward. I'm going to be traveling to California tomorrow for a business trip. And so when I get back, I'll have more things to share, and I'll share with you guys next week. I come live to do my podcast every Tuesday. I would love some feedback from you to know what you want to know from me and what you would like to see and share more of. And also, I would appreciate it if you follow me on Instagram at Dr. Connie Jian. And I've been going on TikTok lately, Dr. Connie Jian there as well. And so with that in mind, I will see you guys all soon and have a great week. Bye for now.